What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the show. Going to meet up with brother John from Jab Bass and a couple pools down in the Canal River. Little jigs, worms, tubes, deep crank, and shallow cranking, top water. So let's go.
Button, and we're gonna learn about to make fishes. And Brian catch the fishes, and then he doesn't take them home. He just puts them back in the water.
Because why?
Because fishes need to stay in water.
And because who am I?
The fishing pro.
But what do you call me?
Boogerhead.
That's right. All right. Feel better now. I was holding that one. It's one thing working outside at a park will teach you how to be is give up soda and drink lots and lots of water. Yeah. And green drinks, man. That's for sure. I can't even finish a mini can of Pepsi, and I used, like, just less than 6 months ago, I was still drinking at least one big can a day, maybe two. And now I can't even stomach it, man. Just too much, too sweet. So right now I'm throwing the Jackall MC60 in chartreuse and blue. Runs about 6 to 8. But I am throwing braided leader because I didn't bring my medium range glass outfits with me today. So I got my first fish deep cranking, and here's a better look at the bait. That is the Nishine Lure Works Chippewa XDD. It runs 22 to 25 feet on a long cast. I use a 7'6" Mag heavy Bass Pro Shops cranking stick with a Shimano 150 Caius 6.3 to 1 speed cranking reel, casting reel on top. And I use 12-pound Sunline Assassin. That is what I love to deep crank on. Oh. Nope, that was, yep. Oh, finally. Finally! Choked the Chippewa! It's a nice fish. I'm finally on the board. Man, both hooks too, huh? Choking the Chippewa. It only took me all dang morning to get on the board. Don't kid yourself. You got that front hook right in the gill plate, dude.
Big flyers?
Yeah. Hold on, girl. Thanks, man. I'm sorry, girl. I know. I'm sorry, girl. That's a lot of extra hook twisting and turning. I'm not gonna take a picture. I'm just gonna show the people at home. Nice little smallmouth on the Nishine Lure Works Chippewa XDD. You ready to go? All right. All right. Finally on the board. I will say this, that was on the upturn. Yeah. Because I thought it was a kick out, but it was that fish. I told you I raised the biggest muskie I ever put 2 eyes on, didn't I?
Bluestone's got some huge ones, well over 50 inches.
Really?
I've had them follow me. I've hooked one time, 14-pound test. I was up there fishing in the river, and there's on the deep side.
Yeah.
I was catching one smallmouth after another, and
Yeah.
they just shut off.
Yeah.
And normally when that happens, a bigger fish moved in.
Yeah.
Well, I just grabbed a big Meps minute or Meps spinner.
Yeah.
It's probably about this long.
Yeah.
I threw it out there. I got about 6 cranks and it nailed it. And it stripped line. It probably went 15 yards and stopped.
Yeah.
And I was pulling back and couldn't move it. And I could feel its head shake. And it went again another 15 yards. I reeled down. I pulled back. It shake its head and the line went limp.
Damn.
So it got some bling.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything with it.
Right. Yeah.
That 14-pound test was nothing.
Right. And I was like, well, I'm going to Montgomery Pool to fish the river with John. She was like, oh, great. That's great. You need that after the long 2 weeks you've had. I said, well, I appreciate you saying that. And I will have fun. And I do want to go see my friend and catch some fish.
Nice, we get on a bunch.
I know, right? Alright, so we're gonna fire up the big motor and go upstream, see if we can get back on any fish. And we'll be right back. My shallow bite came on this bait right here. It is a Sense Squarebill. I can't remember the exact model name. But I've had this bait 4 years, and it's a fish catcher. Yeah, so I wouldn't have had no shallow cranking game if it wasn't for this dude right here.
I've seen wind come in like that and get the fish chewing like crazy.
Oh yeah.
I'm not seeing it right now.
Right. Number 2 on the old 6 cents. Man, that's a feed response if I ever seen one. Front hook. All right, simmer down. Not a bad one, y'all. the biggest one, but thank you, friend. You know, they were in the 80s, they were talking about because my buddy Travis at Woodrum's Lake, his father, the house he grew up in, the foundation and all that is underneath one of the major coves. Like when they did the eminent domain to make that lake,
Yeah.
like they pretty much, you know, did the same thing they do. You know, we'll give you X amount of days, we're gonna give you X amount of dollars, there ain't crap you can do about it, blah 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 blah. But he knows every inch of all that because that's where he grew up. And he said at one time in the 80s they were talking about connecting Woodrum's, O'Brien, and Elk Fork all together because it's all fed by the same creek, which is Mill Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was just a big old talk, I guess. That never came of it. This is how you go down the river if you're not a wimp. When you got this kind of weather coming in, and you got somebody you trust behind the wheel of a fast boat. Alright y'all, so wrapped up another awesome outing with John from Jabassin on Montgomery Pool on the Mighty Canal River in central West Virginia, and we got on some cranking. He caught the bigger fish, and it's alright because you know why he caught the bigger fish? Because he's a better fisherman. And I don't have too much pride to admit that, man. Dude's a better fisherman. And it was just fun to hang out with my friend, and we each got to do some deep cranking. And I caught a couple on squarebill from shallow braid to mono in the river. So it was just stained enough to get away with using braid to mono. So it was awesome. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. Until next time, folks, this is Brian from Guy with the GoPro Fishing Show. Out for now. But just for now, until next time. Peace out, people. And be easy.